Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. The first reactions for The Hunger Games: A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes are in. So, The Hunger Games: A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I'm just going to call it Songbirds and Snakes from now because it's really hard to say. I've been very, very excited for, and it's coming out, I think, next week, and I've been very excited for it because I'm a massive, massive fan of those original 4 Hunger Games movies. I think they are terrific. But we have the premiere was just, I think, tonight, and we have our first look at some of the reactions coming out of the premiere, so we're going to take a look at those and break them down. So the first reaction comes from Lauren Garofano, and she says, "As a long-time obsessive of the Hunger Games, oh boy, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes really delivered for me. Watching this made me feel the magic I felt when I saw the first movie as a 14-year-old. I literally cannot wait to see it again when it comes out." So starting off very, very positive. You know, this sort of appeals to me because obviously this person was a massive Hunger Games fan. And so am I. I love those first 4 movies, so this gets me very optimistic. And honestly, it says it sort of alludes to it recapturing the magic of the first 4, which I really hope, especially because the original director is coming back, Francis Lawrence. So that makes me very, very optimistic, right? So looking at this next one, it says, "The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is the best Hunger Games movie yet. It's darker, more of a character study than anything, but always genuinely entertaining. With high stakes, solid action, and killer performances, it's a thrilling return to Panem." So again, very, very positive coming out of the premiere. Also keep in mind, typically first reactions are typically more positive. They do skew more positive because people are more inclined to write what they like about a movie rather than what they dislike, especially with these social media reactions, which have to be a little bit shorter. So do keep that in mind. But again, another very positive one. It's looking like it's taking on more of a darker tone, which I like. And so yeah, that's very much optimistic for me. So this next one states, "The Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes perfectly delivers the downward spiral of who will become President Coriolanus Snow that fans love to hate. The entire cast is phenomenal. Tom Blythe gives the performance of a lifetime." So some high praise for Tom Blythe, who is going to be playing a young Coriolanus Snow, who obviously is President Snow in the Hunger Games movies. So it's going to be very interesting to see if we're going to be like rooting for him in this movie. I'm not quite sure if he's going to be like a protagonist rather than an antagonist. Especially because he's such an evil character in the original Hunger Games movies. So, but it sounds like he's giving a great performance, which is great to see. So he sounds like the standout based on this. But again, another very positive one that makes me very excited for this movie. Again, a huge Hunger Games fan, and I'm very excited to learn more about Coriolanus Snow, especially with what sounds like a great performance from Tom Blythe. So this last one states, "The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is one of the best Hunger Games films. Coriolanus Snow's rise to power story is well executed by F. Lawrence in this colder, twistier, and more interesting prequel. Tom Blythe impresses, Rachel Zegler shines bright, and Jason Schwartzman is hilarious." So all of these seem extremely, extremely positive. We've heard rumors that the movie is really good, but this is great to hear. Really, really great to hear. It seems like Tom Blythe and young Snow are going to be like the standouts of the film, which is good. But I would have rather hear more about Rachel Zegler's performance in particular, because she's been the person who I'm the most interested to see. I mean, I'm interested to see this whole cast. The cast is crazy. We've got Rachel Zegler, Tom Blythe, Peter Dinklage, Viola Davis, Hunter Schafer, Jason Schwartzman. I mean, the cast is stacked, and I'm very, very excited to see this prequel and sort of see like an earlier version of Panem, because this takes place around the 10th Hunger Games. I haven't read the book, so I don't know like what the exact details are, but I know that the movie takes place in the 10th Hunger Games, which, the first original films take place in like the first film was the 74th annual Hunger Games, right? Or is it 73rd? I think it's 74th annual Hunger Games is where the first film takes place. So this is obviously a number of years before, with a lot of younger characters. So again, it's going to be interesting to see how Snow becomes the way he does, because he seems like, in the trailers at least, he seems like a protagonist, and he seems like a character that you'd want to root for, and he seems to have like a romantic relationship with Rachel Zegler's character. I think her name's Lucy Gray or something. But yeah, they seem to have sort of like a romance relationship going on. So I wonder if that's gonna, maybe be the reason for his downfall. Maybe oh god, I hope she doesn't die. I feel like that might be like something. I don't know. But yeah, again, I'm very excited to see this whole cast. It sounds like it's gonna be darker. And the interesting thing is they are all saying that it is not all of them, but a lot of these reviews are saying that it's the best Hunger Games film. which if you've seen Hunger Games Catching Fire, the second one, you'll know that that film is incredible. I recently rewatched it like 3 weeks ago, and it was just, it's brilliant. It really is such a great film. It's definitely the best out of the four, and some people are saying this is better. Also, Suzanne Collins, who I think she wrote the original books, and this book that this movie is based on, came out and said that of all the Hunger Games movies, A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes most reminds her of Catching Fire, which again is another great sign because that movie is just fantastic. But yeah, I'm also very excited to see that Francis Lawrence is returning to direct because he did such a great job with those first four. And yeah, I'm just very excited to see younger versions of all these characters. We get to see a younger version of Tigress in this movie, played by Hunter Schafer, who, she's a really great actress. If you've seen Euphoria, you'll know she's really great. So I'm excited to see that relationship. And also, she is the cousin of President Snow. So I wonder, obviously they hate each other by the end of, Mockingjay Part 2. Well, when we first see Tigress, she hates him. So we'll see how that sort of plays out and how she comes to hate him, I guess. But yeah, we've been seeing from the trailers that this is like you can see it's a past version of Pan Am. Even the Peacekeeper uniforms look very like, I don't want to say retro, but like, like olden days, like, past, something that would be seen in the past. It's like a mixture of future and past, this version of Earth is, I guess, or Pan Am, because in the first Hunger Games movies, the first four, it's like very clearly a futuristic version, but this is sort of like a past meets the future version. You can sort of see there's like a blend of the past and futuristic elements. So, retrofuturism, basically, sort of. But anyway, these reactions seem great. I'm very excited to see this film. I hope I do get to see it. I don't know if it might be playing near me. I'm not sure what the situation is with that, but if I do see it, I will 100% be reviewing it because I've been so excited for this movie. It was on my top 10 most anticipated films list of 2023 earlier in the year. Well, I think at end of last year I made a list of my top 10 most anticipated films, and this film was on that list. So yeah, I'm very excited. Those were the first reactions for The Hunger Games, A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It would really help me out. I really appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.